The adventures at out of our statue continue. Today we have a problem. The hens have lowered their egg production, so I can't make myself an egg anymore. This isn't good. So let's go see how we can help our hens maintain a naturally respectable egg production. Yeah, when we make videos, bam, we always have an audience. But look over there, Uno. He's the rooster, the anarchist one that walks around. I showed him to you, but he doesn't eat anything. Here we have the ladies, of course, the gentleman with the sheep's rooster. See, he's there with Boris. Boris doesn't bother him at all. Here we have our sheep. Let's go in to see our chickens. Boris is following us. Hi, Boris. Let's go take a look. Let's go see how we're doing with eggs today, and let's show you my lovely ladies. We haven't cleaned them yet, huh? There she is. Excuse me. The first thing to get eggs is not to disturb the hens when they're trying to lay eggs. But you see that they don't. And you see there aren't any. So look over there. Look, Gallo the anarchist. No, that's the sheep's rooster. He wants to mate. I think he wants to get in. Look over there. So let's go see the hens and understand better. The farmer's saying tells us that the egg comes from the beak. This means that a good hen lays eggs if she eats well. We're already waiting for a myth. Our hens like this one can generally lay about 1 egg every day and a half. They lay about 200 eggs a year, which is a very good average. They usually start producing during the best period. Careful, because a lot of people really ask me about this thing. The hen lays the egg on her own every time. Afterward, the egg may or may not be fertilized if we have the rooster present. So all my eggs are fertilized. Are they still edible? Yes, but the hen would lay eggs anyway by nature. See, now they're a bit agitated because I'm inside. I want to understand what I want to do. I want them to try to lay as many eggs as possible. But let's get to the question. How does a hen lay an egg? When does the hen lay an egg? The hen lays our egg when she's generally doing well. If the hen is well, she's not stressed. All right, let's get closer. No, girls, no. Let's not get upset. When the hens are not stressed. So this is not the ideal moment. Yeah, when they have clean water, when they have food available, the hens go into the nest. You see, they're going in, they're running away, and they go to lay the egg at the best moment. When? The timing conditions then mean we have water, light, the right warmth, and so on are optimal. The hen goes broody, meaning the fertilized eggs, once she realizes they're fertilized, she sits on them. She hatches the chicks in 21 days, so you understood correctly. There are times of the year when a hen lays more eggs and times of the year when she lays fewer eggs. These periods are simple. When it's either too hot or too cold, the hen either reduces egg production or stops laying eggs altogether. Are you realizing we can't do anything about the heat? For sure. Here we're under the trees, so it's a pretty cool place in the summer. They almost never stop laying eggs. In winter, though, it starts to get cold, so egg production drops. Why? Because the hen uses its energy to stay warm instead of laying eggs. What's the simplest fix? Keep our hens warm? So should we put a little coat on them? Absolutely not. What keeps our hens nice and warm is food. In fact, depending on what we feed them, the hen has more or less warmth available. So warmth means energy. Remember that. So it can burn a bit more calories. That's what this is about. Usually production increases. So usually, especially with poultry, we talk about 2 different types of feed. In summer, we can use a generic mix like this. I'll show you. These are mixes that are already set. They contain some wheat inside. This one here is already that, just a little bit changed. Basically, these are the mixes they eat, and they have about 20% protein. But in winter, so this one is for summer. What do we do in winter? We try to increase the protein, reaching about 23%. Now I know it's confusing. You might ask, how do I do this with the hens? Weigh the proteins, calculate everything? But it's actually very simple. Let's try to give them things that are a bit higher in protein, so we can give them some legumes, or we can increase it even more. Corn. If you look at the corn, I'm putting some on the ground for them because there are no mice here. So if you have mice, it's better not to put it on the ground. Otherwise, as you can see here, you see that we've crumbled it inside for them. You can notice it. This thing here makes our chicken's meal much more protein rich, much more energetic. And so the chicken, for sure though, during the coldest time, it will decrease in production. But in this transitional period like this, the hens keep producing. So yes, I'm telling you that everything changes just with the diet. Remember the saying, the egg comes from the beak. So if you want your hens to start producing again, not just for production, but also for their well-being, I recommend giving them more protein. If you lack corn, what will you do? You go get the classic feed that you always give them throughout the year. In addition, you give them the supplement. It's a special feed. You'll see it labeled as supplement or completion feed, basically a feed that's a bit more protein rich. I would say for about a kilo of feed, you give them a handful, you can give them a little more. Don't just give the supplement, because the supplement is an addition to the base, which is necessary. I would also avoid all the mash with bread or things that aren't really bread because they contain yeast. That's not very good. Plus, they're refined foods. Chickens should eat raw ingredients. And here you might say to me, yes, but my grandmother used to do it. Your grandmother did it for two reasons. First of all, because the bread your grandmother ate was much more genuine, because it was much more natural. The breads we have today are not always made very well. Second, your grandmother definitely didn't throw anything away. It was cultural. You really had to make an effort to eat. It looked like chicken feed, so it was good, but not great. Today we have all the tools. We do it a certain way. So the big question, my chickens, now that I've explained both roosters, because you see, as soon as I got there, you see they all go. Because I am, at this moment, a dangerous being. So you see they're all going there to check what's happening. Now, well, big question, my hens, since I changed their feed, they're laying eggs. So this is already the second time I've disturbed him. As you can see, we're always keeping all the chicken coops nice and clean. That's today's poop. We'll clean it up later. It will take them about 5 or 6 days to get into the rhythm. So which ones did we give them yesterday? Because we saw that the production pole was starting to get cold. Boris, did he just headbutt that pole? Look at how the pole is. What the heck is Peloson doing here? Oh my gosh. Nothing. So it takes them about 5 or 6 days to do it before they stop. Give it to them right away. Look, the temperatures are dropping. Just a suggestion. Of course, you can always do whatever you want. You can manage your animals as you like, but if you know they'll go into a block, the temperature will drop or something else will happen. Why put them under stress? Give it to them right away. That way we solve the problem right from the start. Brad the farmer, you're Matt the farmer. We have the vegetables. I need to wash all of them before bringing them to my favorite chef. And that's it. See you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel. If you enjoyed the chicken video, let me know. Many of you have asked why I don't make more chicken videos. And if you don't ask me for them, I won't make them. So I have the comments down here. If you also have any tips, well, down here in the comments, please let me know. YouTube now has a new community section. Up there, you can post pictures of your chickens, you can post your questions, and you can also answer questions from the community. So please, it's a very useful tool for everyone, both for those who can share knowledge and for those who want to get more information. See you in the next video. I'm going to work. Bye, everyone.